So, Mint Mobile, is it actually worth it? Well, there are some issues. So, guys, let's talk about it. All right, so Mint Mobile is a prepaid provider that exclusively offers its service using the T-Mobile network. Now, what do I mean by that exactly? Let's take a look. All right, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to check out the coverage here, and I will show you exactly what I mean by exclusively on the T-Mobile network. All right, so this is the complete coverage map for Mint Mobile. As you can see, if you go out west here by like Idaho, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Arizona, you see all these white areas here. Normally, you don't have that issue. Why does Mint Mobile have so many places, especially out west? Not so much out east, but you can see there are some areas. So why is this? And this is because Mint Mobile does not support roaming. I have a big issue with this for the majority of people, myself included. Because if you are traveling to an area where there is no T-Mobile coverage, and in all honesty, guys, T-Mobile's network is not all that great compared to AT&T or Verizon coverage-wise. Mint Mobile does not support any roaming here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to show you my area here. I'm just going to go ahead, type it in for you so you guys can see. All right, so this is my overall area here. As we can see, I am pretty well covered here, but as I go more out towards 70 West, I do get a lot of white areas. And as we go further south here, you see all this area here? This right here is what I'm talking about. And this is not just me. Now, if you are in an area where you live in a more heavily populated area, you're not going to have any issues with this. But just know if you travel more times than that, you are going to run into areas where you will get no cell reception. Now, why would this be important? Well, what if you broke down? We are at the day and age where prepaid providers are actually roaming onto other towers. We have Cricket Wireless that has done this. We have Visible Wireless that has done this. And we have Spectrum Mobile, for example, that offers the roaming. Now, I do have an idea as to why Mint Mobile does not support roaming. Let me show you here. So if we go on to T-Mobile, there is a 200 megabit limit of domestic roaming. Now, T-Mobile is really the only company that I can really think of that does something like this with the roaming. They don't give you the unlimited roaming like with Verizon or AT&T, but if you are using excessive data in these roaming areas, they can go ahead and disconnect your service, but that is a rare occurrence, but can happen. With T-Mobile here, they are the exception. They only give you 200 megabits of domestic roaming. So here's a little known secret about T-Mobile though. So T-Mobile does the majority of their roaming on the AT&T network. If you travel to an area where you use US Cellular, T-Mobile has partnered with US Cellular to offer unlimited high-speed data roaming. So just note, people with T-Mobile, I used to have T-Mobile a couple years ago, and I thoroughly tested this out, and it still remains today that whenever you're roaming, you will see up in your carrier, it will change from T-Mobile to AT&T, and more than likely you're going to see the 4G and not the LTE. You are heavily throttled to 2G speeds, which in all honesty is not great. So going back to the Mint Mobile coverage map here, I'm just going to go ahead and then just zoom out. Now, I do want you guys to be aware, if you are in a heavily covered area, like let's go down to like Chicago, and you don't do a lot of traveling, this might be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and invite you guys to go ahead and browse the Mint Mobile's coverage map here, because you will know right away if you should even consider going with something like Mint Mobile or another provider. If you are more out west, you see all this white area here. This is just, in all honesty, this is just unbelievable here. So just make sure you check your coverage first, guys, because I've heard many stories about people that have made the switch to Mint Mobile, not realizing there was no roaming data included, and they were having no coverage pretty much in the majority of areas where they went. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the plans here. So let's go ahead and shop the plans. So these are the plans that Mint Mobile currently offers. We're going to start with the 4 gigabytes a month for $15 a month here. Unlimited talk and text, which is pretty standard nowadays. Nationwide coverage, but no roaming. Uses 5G or 4G LTE, whichever is strongest. So you can also go ahead and prepay to save even additional money. Now, this right here would really be good for people who don't use a lot of data and are looking to save money if you have really good coverage for the T-Mobile network in your area. Now we have the 10 gigabyte plan for $20 a month, and all these offer the same thing, so I'm not going to read all this here. Go ahead and save time. You can go ahead and prepay for 6 months of service for $60, and then for the 15 gigabytes, $25 a month, $75 for 6 months. Now we're going to talk about this so-called unlimited plan here, guys, because I really want to dive into this, because there's good and bad with this plan here. So the good news is unlimited, $30 a month, or if you prepay for 6 months of service, it's $90. Seems like a really good deal, right? Let's see what this unlimited all includes here. So the unlimited is capped at 35 gigabytes a month of high-speed data. And then after that, you are throttled to 2G speeds, which is 128 kilobits per second, or in other terms, 0.1 megabits per second. Now, what can you do with that? Honestly, not much. You can probably load email, but it's going to take a really long time. Definitely can't stream anything on that. That is basically unusable speed. But that is how they can advertise you get unlimited. But whenever we go through these plans, we have to ask ourselves, how much high-speed data do you actually get with these? And with Mint, it's 35 gigabytes a month. Now, I do want to go ahead and talk about the hotspot data. Now, all these plans, you can use the hotspot, but just note that it does count against your data allotment here. So you can use your hotspot, but it's going to go against all of your gigabytes for the month. Now, on the unlimited plan, it is capped at 5 gigabytes for the month for your hotspot. And then that's it. So now you guys can really see as to how Mint Mobile can go ahead and offer these plans at such low prices. And really, it is just because of the limits that they put on these plans, and you only get access to the T-Mobile network with no roaming whatsoever. So like I said, if you're in an area that has strong T-Mobile service and you don't travel a whole lot, you might really want to take a look at these. But if you are someone that does travel into those areas where you're going to get no coverage, there's not a worse feeling, guys, than driving down the road, having an emergency, checking your phone, and seeing no service. There's that feeling right there. I don't wish that on anyone. So, like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and inform you guys as to, is Mint Mobile really worth it? So this was a really deep dive into the service. So I'm happy to help you guys out. All right, and for those who just aren't convinced that Mint Mobile is the right choice for you, I do have a video I want you guys to go ahead and check out where it goes through a provider that I personally recommend, and I know it's going to help a lot of you out. So guys, I will see you over there.